I just had to pause there. My wife was getting scammed into buying expensive tires. Anyway, so we need to create a hook for our sign in anonymously function, and we will just basically for every asynchronous API request, I like to create a hook for it, and the reason why is because we are using this awesome library called TanStack React Query. Basically, this just gives us a lot of um, cool stuff out of the box when it comes to like asynchronous API calls. We can, in a few lines of code, we get caching, we get loading states, we get error handling, um, retries, timeouts, all that stuff. And you can go and check the docs here. It is really amazing and highly recommend it. Also, another cool feature is the parallel queries. Basically, we're going to create a query for data. We can use it in multiple pages, and it will only fetch new data if the cache is stale. So, previously we would generally go and fetch fresh data on every single page, and this will only give you like the latest data and refetch if the cache is stale. So let's put that into action. For this function, this is generally when you are doing something that isn't returning data, or we are like we're making some sort of action. They refer to it as a mutation, and they actually have a hook called use mutation, which is oh, there we go. Let's just open, which looks a little bit like this. And all we're doing is passing the asynchronous function to mutation function, and then this mutation we can use, like whenever we want, and we get all this loading states and all that cool stuff out of the box. So let's put it into practice. Let me grab, I'm pretty sure I've written one already in here. Puzzles, types, tests, no. Okay, I haven't. Cool, so anyway, let's create one. Use sign in anonymously should return a use mutation, and it doesn't have a key. Doesn't have a query key because it's not caching the data. Am I editing the incorrect one? Yep, I am. My bad. Let's just copy that over. Use sign in anonymously. Remove the query key. Remove that. We'll change this to use mutation. Mutation pass the sign in anonymously function. And so that's all very simple. Now let's put it into actual practice. We'll go onto this page and we'll use it. So I'm going to go mutate sign in anonymously. Use sign in anonymously. So now on page load, I want this thing to actually sign the user in if they're not signed in already. So to do that, I first actually need to go and check the auth user, and we'll need to know if that's loading. So if it's not loading and there is no auth user, we'll sign in anonymously. And we may actually be able to extract this into functions just to keep things a bit separate. So I'm going to create a hook here. Keep on doing the wrong things there. Use authenticate user. Maybe anonymously. Yeah, that'll work. And this hook is going to manage that state wherever we use it. So we can place this on any page, and it's just going to do what we need it to do. Okay. And what we need it to do is any use effect. If there isn't an auth user and we're not loading, I want you to sign in anonymously. What args do you want? It's It's wanting... Oh, wait, I'm using the incorrect one. I want my version, and that doesn't expect args. Okay, I want you to do that. And that's all, really. Just, if you're not loading and there's no auth user, sign the user in. So let's see if it's going to work now. And I want this on the puzzle page because this is where we're using the data. And I think there's no point really authenticating the user like as they land here. I mean, what if they don't push this button and we're just wasting? So, I don't know, I think this is good. This should be cool. Let's see what happens. Looks like I have an error. No. Did it authenticate? Now this is all happening asynchronously, so we don't even know if they're authenticated yet. But, oh, there we go. They are. But is it creating a new user every time? Because I don't really want that. What if I go and clear this and reload? Creates a new user every time you clear the data. Is that okay? Just wondering. I think for our purposes it should be okay. Unless anyone actually goes and clears their local storage. But then they could just clear their local storage and sort of mess with the system a bit. We kind of need to fingerprint the user, but I don't really want to do that. So this is just one of those things. If you're watching this video, you're gonna know how to mess with the system, and that's your, if you want to do that, that's your little Easter egg. But I think this will be okay. So there we go, we've got an authenticated user. Awesome, brilliant. Now we can actually go and fetch the puzzle because the user's authenticated. But before we do that, we're going to actually have to add the puzzle in here. And what did we call that? We said we were going to make a collection called puzzles and any document ID. And let's just go see how we type that. So it's going to have an ID, which will be created when we fetch it. We don't need to specifically add it now. There's a date. I want to add the date in this format, so we can go and retrieve it quite easily. So I'm just going to put in today's date, 10th of August 2024. Obviously, once we have our admin app built, this will be a lot easier. We can do it. We'll have a nice UI to update this. Okay, then we're gonna have max attempts. For this puzzle, we'll allow 3. We'll have a hint. I'm just gonna keep it to I'll keep it to R spy with my little R. That'll be our little game. Success storage path, we'll complete that later. Images is gonna be an array, and the first item we're gonna have storage path. It's an array of objects. Well, CUR is interesting. I suppose it works. Placeholder, number, and that's all we need. Storage path and placeholder. So we'll go I wonder if I can, let me just stick to this order. Okay, the next index we're gonna do the same thing. Whoops. Don't delete too quickly. And I'm just gonna pause here to speed it up. Okay, so I've just inputted all the data and just pause the video to spare you that pain. You probably ask yourself why I paused it now and not during all the sorting dilemmas, but anyway, there we go. We've got some data to play with. Cool, so I think we need to also maybe sort out these images now. So let's go get some images in here. Emulator is not currently running. Probably have to enable it. Let's go have a look. App functions, and we're not running it yet. So let's just go storage, And I'm just going to restart the server. We've just added data, but luckily we basically export the data when we quit the emulator. So if you're running it from functions, it's going to go and export our data so we can reload it in the future, which is quite a handy feature. Let's just have a look, make sure our storage is running. Okay, let's open that back up. Overview, storage is on. Good. Okay, so storage is running. Let me go grab some images to pop in here, and I'll be right back. Okay, that took a while. I managed to download a few images from, well, with the help of ChatGPT, and I've just named them 1 to 6. Obviously, we don't really want to name them the order of the phrase because people could hack it, and I think with the admin tool, we'll probably just generate a random name for each one. But just to show you the images, basically we've got an eye, we've got a spa. I wanted to do Austin Powers, but apparently that's a copyright issue, so we'll just have to settle for that. We've got holding hands, sort of illustrating width. We've got this one illustrating my precious. That is Smeagol, obviously. And then we've got Stuart Little illustrating the word little, and the London R. So R spa with my little R. Cool. So let's upload our images. And no, we need to pop them in a folder, and the folder would be the puzzle ID. Can I copy that? Boom. So let's create a folder here. How do you do that in the emulator? I thought I could just create one, but oh, there we go. Puzzle ID, and we'll just open it, pop all of these in here, and they're all uploaded. Cool. So then we can go back to our images here, and we will attach the placeholder for storage, which we named number 2. Let's just remember we must include this path. Now I wonder, for the storage path, do we also need the bucket? Can't remember. Let's go have a look at my little recipe app, and I know we needed the folder. Not sure if we needed the bucket, so we would have recipe photos. Get recipe photo. That's just the document. Upload. Recipe photos. I don't think we need the buckets. I think we just need the storage path. Let's go have a look. Let's see how I saved that. Yep. Storage path. Where is the upload folder? Family photos. No. Upload, yes. Storage path is going to be the full path, okay, which is probably going to include the buckets. Okay, cool. I mean, yes, so we're going to have to add the bucket as well. So let me just copy this whole thing, and we will go and just pop that down here quickly. Hopefully that works, and then should be able to just use that. Obviously the admin app will control this, so we wouldn't have to worry about it too much. And that was number 2. Okay, should be okay. R would be number 1. Oops, I've just deleted something. I've deleted the storage path for R spa with my little R. For my, yeah, that's the only caveat of working in the emulator. There's not really like confirmed dialogues or anything, so use it at your own risk. So we've got R there. We're gonna pop 1, which is R. Cool. We've done Ma. We're gonna do, I think this is the London R. Doesn't matter really. Six. Little will be number 5. And width is going to be number 3. Now again, we're not going to actually have to do this again. This is just for testing. Setting up the data. We'll also have a success storage path, which we said we're going to add a GIF. So where do we do that? Free GIFs. Giphy. Celebrate. Oh yeah, the Office, definitely grab that one. Can you... It's got sound. Can you download it? Can you share it? Copy link to clip. And... That's not quite what I'm looking for. Kind of looking for the GIF itself. Because I don't think we can render that. Oh, there we go. We can save the GIF. Woohoo! Okay. Celebrate. WebP. Just have a look. Hopefully it's not just an image. It's just an image. What? How can I find a GIF? Share. Copy GIF link. Okay, so maybe we need to keep it in Giphy and not upload it to our storage. That's okay, we can do that. We'll then name it, might even simplify things for us. Success URL, success image URL, and then doesn't matter if it's a GIF or not. Cool. Got our images, they should be pointing at the right place. Right, so we got some data, let's go and fetch it now. I think I might do that in a new video. Yes. Yeah, let's continue that in a new video. And with that, I bid you Ayonge Gaseyo. That's Korean for goodbye. Cheers.